Well, hello, boys and girls. It's When I Feel Like It O'Clock. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Yes, I did my picks. Go check it out for the 2 games today. It was a lot of frolic. We frolicked. Much frolic happened. And then I had a few naps, had a massage, woke up, and Babcock's fired. Wow, we didn't see that coming. Yeah, we did. Anyways, if you want to know why I'm in the bathroom, you can look at my other videos. But what people are doing is they're hitting the subscribe and the bell, and they're viewing this endlessly. They're passing it around to all their friends, and it's lots of fun. It's enjoyable. There's Get Perlo Out of the Bathroom parties happening right now as we speak, and you could be part of it. So hit the subscribe, hit the bell. We're going to be great. We are great, and we're going to be so much greatness, but I have to get to this Babcock thing. Okay, if you've been watching my videos, and I don't know why you wouldn't have been watching my videos, maybe you're one lone person out there in Saudi Arabia or something like that. I don't know why I said Saudi Arabia. I got Saudi fans. Jeez. Or somewhere where there's no TV, somewhere where there's no phones, maybe way up in the Arctic somewhere, and you're not aware of who I am. You could go back in my videos, and what I have been talking about a lot is there's been friction between Babcock and Dubas in Toronto. Big time. Babcock wants a big, strong team, sort of like a la St. Louis Blues. He mentioned the Washington Capitals when they won the Cup. They said, you need size to win a Cup. You just need size. In the media, he says this when he has a team that doesn't have size. That was about 1.5 years ago, and nothing was coming out of it. Kadri was basically left on his own to be aggressive, and he's not that big of a guy. In doing so, he gets in scary situations and makes mistakes and gets suspended and all of that stuff like that. I don't know what's right. Okay, Tampa Bay doesn't have a huge team. They seem to do all right, although they're having a go of it this year, but they have lots of depth. Toronto, then, Dubas, what he does, I think this was the final straw for Babcock. It seems to me that Babcock in this season came to the realization that this just isn't going to be his team. I don't know if maybe he stepped down, maybe it'll come out. I wouldn't even doubt that. But they bring in Spezza and they bring in Barrie and they trade Kadri for Barrie. So basically everything that he's been saying that the team needs, they get rid of. Bring in Kerfoot, who's a he's a goer in the sense that he tries hard. He's an energy guy, and he can put up some decent points up there, but he's not going to hit you. You're not going to dominate physically with a guy like Kerfoot. You're certainly not with Barrie. And then I think this was the one that really put the writing on the wall. Bring in Spezza as your 4th liner. That is a terrible situation for everybody. It's a terrible situation for Spezza. It's a horrible situation for Babcock because he knows that's definitely not what he needs on his 4th line. He's top heavy on his top 2. He can't put Spezza up there, so he's putting him on the power play. He's playing him on the 4th line, hoping to get some offense out of it. But the fact of the matter is, his heart's not in it. And what he's doing now, it seems to me, this is what it seems to me. He's starting to tell guys, look, we don't have big guys on here. Bad move. You're telling them they're already screwed. Now, we need all of you guys to start being more physical because we've lost Kadri. We didn't get physical guys on our team. He may not have said it like that, but that's the implication. And these guys and he's beating them down about it, I would imagine. Toronto has looked like a team that's been beat down all year. I think what was happening, and not only that, it's just the energy of knowing that Babcock's not happy with his team. He's already said it with his words. How is this going to work out well? Watching Nylander and even interviews with Tavares almost looks like he's awkward when he's doing interviews for Toronto. Not to mention, this causes a rift in the room, sort of. Like, There's going to be guys in there that do think that they need to be more physical, and they're looking at guys like Nylander and saying, okay, the coach is telling us to be physical, but that's just not his nature. And that's not Barry's nature. And Barry gets thrown in there. Wow. Here we go. Barry gets traded out of Colorado. He goes for a guy that was willing to fight for his team and was the only guy that really did it. And all of that, and he comes in and he sees the atmosphere in this room and he goes, oh my gosh, I got one more year. I just got one more year. I'll just make it through this year. I'm a free agent and so on and so forth. But the problem is he's working in a new system with players that don't have their heart in it. His numbers are not good. So this is even making it worse, almost to the point like there's rumors out there that they were thinking of trading Barry. I doubt very much Dubas wanted to trade Barry. I have a feeling that Barry went to him and said, look, if things don't change, just get your picks and I want to go somewhere else and run a cup. This atmosphere is killing me. So what does Dubas do? He does what looks like the writing was on the wall to do. They already had Sheldon Keefe in the minors, who a lot of teams wanted this year, by the way, and they wouldn't let anybody talk to him. You see what I mean? Like, how much can you hang over a guy's head in Babcock? Now, am I bad-mouthing Babcock here? Not really. I think he might have a point. Now, but the big story really in all of this is this possession type game that isn't hard, bang in the corners, type of game where you have possession and you're using your skill, and you got skill in all four lines, which is obviously what Dubas is wanting, doesn't work in today's NHL. And we're about to find out. Sheldon Keefe is going to come up. He knows what the situation is. He knows what he's supposed to do. He's worked with some of the young guys on the team. He has to get behind this philosophy, and then we're going to see if this philosophy works. Dubas looks like a genius if it does. Babcock looks like he knew what he was talking about if it doesn't. So we'll see. I know one thing. If this doesn't turn around and they don't make the playoffs this year, I cannot see Dubas staying. And Shanahan is, who, by the way, I wanted to bring that up. Shanahan was one of the most physical players you ever saw. If you guys are kind of new to hockey or, just getting to love it like you should because it's a beautiful game, Shanahan was a tough son of a bitch. He was one of the best power forwards that ever played the game. It is so surprising that he is going this direction and putting in the hands of Dubas in a way. I'm wondering himself if he's thinking at night, shouldn't I kept Lamoriello? They let Martin go. That was another one. Komarov, who was another physical guy, goes over to the Islanders, and the Islanders are kicking ass. So all of this looks horrible. How is this going to work out? It's going to be interesting to see. This might be the storyline of a generation almost, because the Toronto Maple Leafs were supposed to be it. They've been waiting for a cup for how long? And now it's all on a precipice. Philosophies, are they going to work? Is Shanahan going, we got to go a different direction now? Was Shanahan behind this the whole time? It's really hard to say. But Babs, I know you're going to find it. Babcock will be okay. He's going to find another job, I'm sure. I mean, he's one of the most winningest coaches of all time. Dubas, two people just weren't able to change their philosophy. I wonder if Dubas is going to keep on going or if he's going to start going a different direction himself. We will have to see. But this has been fun. This is what I love about hockey. It's all the backstories and everything like that. Well, boys and girls, let's get to greatness, shall we? We hit the subscribe and the bell. I mentioned Bobby Ryan. I mentioned Bobby Ryan in my last one. Great guy. We're all going to get together. We're going to get a big Bobby Ryan private jet, and we're going to go over to a Bobby Ryan game. We're all going to hold up Bobby Ryan things when he's clean again and he's back into hockey. It's going to be wonderful. Have a great day and lots of love to you.